Hello, fellow viewers. So today, if you already saw the title, you'll know I'm going to be talking about Punch-Out Doom, right? And I am the creator of Punch-Out Doom, right? And when I made it for fun and because I love Punch-Out, right? But that was when I was younger. And I had made a lot of cool Doom mods too. I made Brutal Voxel Doom, Batman Doom, or a Batman Doom like version. And then obviously Punch-Out Doom. And I've done a lot of mods with Punch-Out Wii and the arcades, and I've been messing around with the editing of those, and I still like to do that time to time. But now I've kind of transitioned from a mod maker to a game developer, right? And I know you guys love Punch-Out, right? And I love Punch-Out for a while too, and I still like it too, but it's no longer my favorite thing. And even though Punch-Out is such a cool thing, you know, they got all the cool characters and everything, I don't want to be tied down to a concept which doesn't generate me any revenue or is not like my idea. Because even though like Punch-Out stuff is cool, I want to make my own thing, right? I want to go to the next level. I don't want to just, you know, put it out for free and be mercy of Nintendo or Warner Brothers or any other group of things, of companies that I might make games about their properties, right? And if you like the mods that I do, right, then the games I make are gonna be similar in quality. Now I will say, you probably should not get my first 3 games I've made. Those ones haven't been good. But this new game I'm working on, now called The Legend of Cairo, formerly called Cold Killer. This game is going to be my top level game, at least for a little bit. And the reason why it's so good is because I've combined the parts that I like from like doing Brutal Voxel Doom and, you know, just and like sort of like the combat, you know, the combat mechanics, the fluidity and like the punchiness of the game. I've borrowed that from all the mods I've worked on, Punch-Out, Brutal Voxel Doom, all that stuff, and I've put it into this game. And this game, it's if you love the brutality of like Mortal Kombat and things like that, you're gonna love this game. But here's where I need you guys, right? You guys, obviously, you like everything I've done so far. I'm asking you now to look past the good things I've made in the past and look to the future of the things I make, and you know, going forward. Because when I make these mods and stuff, obviously they're not the original game. I'm not just copying and pasting the original game. I mean, I'm doing it sometimes, right? Like I'll copy some of the similar patterns, right? But it's got a new depth to it, right? So for example, with Punch-Out Doom, it was in 3D, right? It's Punch-Out but in 3D. And some of the mechanics are different, like the star punches don't work the same as they do in the other games, right? And basically, I like to iterate on gameplay, right? I like to make gameplay better with each game I make. And with Cartoon Chaos, right, I'm not a great graphics designer, right? But I've been getting better, right? In my animation, I've been learning animation here at University of Florida. I've been getting better at that too. And this game, Cold Killer, which is now called The Legend of Cairo, I actually had an artist I was really a big fan of from a former game whose models I borrowed. You guys will probably already know if you already know. But I borrowed them, and then late in development, I asked this person, I was like, hey, is it okay if I can use your works in this game? Because I had them originally as like placeholders, but they ended up being such kind of like a core part of the game that now they're just part of it. And I asked him, and he said, yeah, he's totally okay with it. And so now I have his blessing. And so now the art aspect is figured out, which is an aspect I didn't really have in Cartoon Chaos. In Cartoon Chaos, I kind of had to make all the models myself. And it shows, right? Because the graphics aren't, you know, stellar, right? I mean, I think the gameplay's fun, but gameplay won't sell a game, right? Gameplay gets people to keep playing, but not to sell it, right? And so the graphics and the story and the things like that is what I'm really focusing on with this upcoming game, Legend of Cairo. And basically, it's about how this guy Cairo when he was a kid, right? He was studying the Fire Master arts. And when he was studying these, there was a new government taking power called the Azari, right? And the Azari, they happened to get some strange weapons that the land of Kagetsu have not seen before, right? And using these weapons, they were able to exterminate these fire masters, these people that have this great ancient skill that's been passed down. And so they exterminated basically almost all of them, except for a few stragglers. And the main player, when he was little, he happened to get out in time, so he was not killed. But and so he's kind of lived away from the lands for a while. But then the Azari, they've grown too powerful, right? Now they've come to start invading more and more with their new weapons and things. And this is what brings the player into action, basically, and what makes it so he sets things right. You can uppercut someone's head off, and do flying kicks and stuff, but they'll be okay. And then once you unlock your full potential, like, you'll get a lot better. You'll be able to kick the torso off an enemy, split them in half. You'll be able to rip their limbs off using a special move. You can throw them. You can interrogate them for directions, figuring out where to go, and lots of other cool mechanics I have in store. And so I think that keeping these audiences separate with Punch-Out Doom, everyone on my channel that loves Punch-Out, everyone on my channel that loves Mortal Kombat and Brutal Doom and all that, keeping all those audiences separate is just a waste, because I've collected this massive audience, and I've done cool things, right, with these other properties. Now I just want you guys to see what I can do when I create my own property, right? And so all I ask is, I'm going to have the Steam page in the description. The demo is going to release later this month, and I just want you guys to wishlist it and look at the trailer. That's it. Just wishlist it, look at the trailer. And if you genuinely like it, right, then, stay tuned. Keep watching my development videos on it, and you'll see a really cool game, and hopefully you'll love it. And maybe for those that are not as interested, maybe you still only really like the content I've made in the past and not the content I have now. That's okay too, but I still ask to just look at it, give it a shot, because you may never know what you're gonna like unless you try it, right? Now, with all that being said, I wish you all a great and excellent day. Thanks. Goodbye.